Hello students, today we are going to discuss Hell-Vollard-Jelinski reaction. This reaction is also called HV-Jet reaction. Okay, so in this reaction initially we have carboxylic acid and we need to react with phosphorus plus Br2 followed by H2O to produce alpha bromo carboxylic acid. Okay, so let's see the mechanism of this reaction, how this reaction will proceed out. Okay, so let's see the mechanism. Initially we have phosphorus plus Br2. Okay, so initially phosphorus will Br2 react to form PbR3. Okay, here we have PbR3 will form from phosphorus plus Br2. So now we have acid initially R CH2 and COOH. Okay, and it will react with this PbR3. Okay, so reacting species is PbR3, not phosphorus plus Br2. Okay, so here PbR3. So what will happen here? Simple substitution will happen from PbR3. From PbR3 there is a nucleophile Br minus and here is nucleophile OH minus. So this OH minus will be replaced out with this Br minus. Okay, so finally what we have are CH2 CO and Br will form. Okay, now what we need to do, we need to tautomerize this compound. Okay, the process now which will be going on is tautomerism. Okay, so let's tautomerize this compound. Here we have alpha carbon, this is our alpha carbon. Here we have 2 hydrogen. Okay, 2 alpha hydrogen by which we can tautomerize this compound. Okay, so trick to tautomerize this compound, suppose we have X, Y and double bond Z. Okay, so this is our X because X should have hydrogen, at least 1 hydrogen. This is our X because here we have 2 hydrogen, and this is our Y and this is our Z because Y, between Y and Z we need a double bond. So this Y and this is Z. Now what will happen? We just need to transfer this hydrogen to Z and the double bond between Y and Z, transfer it between X and Y. So let's do it. So here R and here 1 hydrogen is going to this Z. Okay, so here only CH remain and this double bond going here between X and Y and 1 hydrogen going to Z. Okay, so RCH double bond and here double bond and here OH will form and here Br already. Okay, so this is enol form. Before we have keto form, now this is our enol form. We know that it is unstable, but we need to form this enol. Okay, so that our reaction will proceed out. Now what will happen? This enol will further react with this Br2 because we have already Br2 in the solution. So this Br2 will polarize. This Br2 will polarize by seeing this electron density. Okay, here Br plus and Br minus will generate. Finally this bond will break out and Br plus and Br minus will form here. So this Br plus will attack at that carbon. So this electron density collected on that carbon, so that this Br plus will attack at this carbon. So this Br plus will going to attack at this carbon. When this Br plus attack that carbon, then positive charge generate here because electron density collected on that carbon. Then finally we have R and CH and here we have bromine which is substituted here, and carbon gets positive charge because electrons are attracted from this carbon, and here we have oxygen and H and already bromine will be there. Okay, now what will happen? Carbon gets positive charge. Now carbon wants to eliminate their positive charge, so what will happen? This oxygen will depart this hydrogen because H plus can easily depart. Okay, this hydrogen it will depart in the form of H plus. Then what we will get? Then here RCH and here bromine we have already, and here carbon plus and bromine will be there, and here O minus will form. Okay, now this O minus, this O negative will donate the electron to the carbon so that carbon gets neutralized. Okay, because everything want to be neutralized. Okay, in nature. So what will form here? RCH and here we have bromine and here carbon now neutralize and double bond will form here, and here we have bromine. Now in the last step we use P plus Br2 and till now we have H2O also. So in last step H2O will attack. Okay, and now in last step H2O will attack. This H2O having lone pair, H2 will donate their lone pair at this carbon position. Okay, because carbon is connected to more electronegative elements like bromine, which can operate their minus I. Oxygen can operate their minus I. So here del plus will generate at this carbon. So oxygen can easily donate their lone pair to this carbon. So when H2O will donate the electrons to this carbon, then what will produce here R CH, and here we have bromine already. Here carbon. Now carbon will break one bond because carbon can't make 5 bonds. So this bond will transfer to the oxygen. So here O minus will form. Here we have bromine, and here we have OH and H. Now oxygen gets positive charge because oxygen donate the electron pair to this carbon. So oxygen eliminate their positive charge by taking electron from this H plus. So proton will be removed out here in the form of H plus. So what will happen here now what we go till now? So here R CH, here bromine, and here RC, here OH. Now because one H plus will be removed out, because oxygen wants to be neutralized, oxygen attract the electron from the H plus. So here OH will form, and here we have bromine, and here we have O minus. Now O minus donate their electrons in the form of back bonding, because Br minus is a very good leaving group. It wants to remove from there. So oxygen donate the electrons, and Br will remove in the form of Br minus. And the final product which we get, the final product is RCH, here Br, and here we have carbon, and here we have OH and double bond oxygen, because this double bond now created, because oxygen donated the electrons. So this double bond now created. Now this is our final product. Okay, so these two products are similar. So this is alpha bromo carboxylic acid, because this group is carboxylic acid. Okay, and near and neighboring carbon to the any functional group is called alpha carbon. So here at alpha position we have bromine, so it is called alpha bromo carboxylic acid. So these two compounds are similar. Okay, this is our final product which will be formed in the Halovolide-Zielinski reaction. I hope you understand the concept. Thanks.